actually beat Galaxity 250 to 148 on that Hacienda. So if it does make it to a game 4, not feeling very likely. On another note, Seminole actually got beat by Devious in a 250 to 97 on that map too. So a lot of room for improvement for both teams. Obviously, we're focused here on this one. P1 right now in the open. Big truck in the middle of the map. That is what is going to be provided cover. Mostly coveted is going to be those backside spawns though, Bobby. P2 is almost guaranteed a full 50 to 55 points.
And right now, the battle of the ARs is going to be one of the big storylines. Obviously, Kings has been popping off this season with the UL 736, but you got two dominant AR presences in Blur and Space. Obviously, Space very comfortable with the UL as well, and honestly, one of the people that introduced it into the competitive scene, period. You got Blur on the flip side, the LK, basically a slightly more aggressive UL, and off the start, it looks like it's allowing Seminole to get some hardpoint time locked in. They're going to be able to take the lead right here, but your main concern is trying to lock in those spawns for P2, and right now, those are 100% in control of Galaxity.
Yeah, Jesus actually had only one job of holding that little window on the backside of the temple right there on that P2 rotation. He gets absolutely canned, but nonetheless, team able to maintain the spawns. Right now, it's split. Two spawning on the left-hand side of the map, and I don't know if these spawns are going to be held. Temple is compromised. There's still a chance that we still see a full 60, at least 45 out of the boys in blue, but it's all dependent upon how they can handle this adversity, Bobby.
That felt like a massive mistake out of Jesus to go ahead and down toward the palace rather than lock down the temple side. Basically gifted the spawns to Seminole right there and effectively guaranteed them some amount of the hardpoint time. It has been very, very up in the air, but it's going to be Blur continuing to block those spawns, and even with Shotzi pushing in right there, he's going to be the only player left to defend. He is single-handedly wiping the rest of the team off. He's getting some assistance out of Raph as well. And Raph going to be able to push in through the front side, but you got to hit the last bullet. God. Spawns are going to flip right there, but there's so little time left that you got to go ahead and make the move toward next. And a little bit of a botch play out of Galaxity doesn't hurt them too terribly much off the start right here.
Yeah, we'll see what these teams learns rolling into those second sets of hills. Got to see how this game progresses. Right now, it's neck and neck. 6 points separating the two teams. Right now, the lockdown there for Seminole. They've got stilts on to the point, but they got to get somebody on the hill. Shotzi says, if y'all are going to do it, I will. He's going to take things on his own hands. He's going to get one, but Solo there to take him out. So even through the smoke, it is going to be Seminole who remain in the advantage onto the objective, but Solo's the last player alive. He's got multiples around him. The team's going to be able to get his back. He's going to have his on as well. And the gunny's looking pretty dang good so far. Seminole right back in control with the lead. And a third lead swap already tonight. This apocalypse now, it's certainly been spicy already, Bobby.
And this is one that we typically expect things to snowball on. So the fact that it has remained neck and neck all the way through just shows how competitive this hardpoint matchup is going to be. Space locking in the hardpoint time right here. Not typically his role for the squad, but you got to be flexible enough to do whatever your team needs out of you, and he's giving them everything that he's got. Jez going to go ahead and pop the Annihilator and trying to get those spawns pushed out toward next. He's going to be able to take down one. This shot onto Jesus, but the second connects. Unfortunately for him, there are heavy reinforcements on the backside, and he is doing everything that he can to make sure his team's in position, but right now they do not have the reinforcements necessary. He's going to find one more before getting traded out once again.
Yo, Raph is such a demon, man. Oh my God, Raph. You are absolutely woke tonight, my guy. Hill's going to be unoccupied, though. He is finally sent back to the respawned team. Going to try to gather their thoughts, get back into this break. Here comes the operators now for Bolu. He had the turtle head glitch, takes down one, but it's Pepe at a distance with the Sparrow. And back and forth we've got, and now about a 30-point lead, though. Seminole trying to take it and run away with it. They can certainly do it here with this 15 seconds left to scrap time. Nobody able to occupy this point for more than 10 to 12 to 15 seconds at a time before getting grief. Pepe with a nasty two-piece, and P1 reset right around the corner. So far, so good for the side of Seminole, but still a lot to learn on these transitions.
Yeah, Kings has not had the impact that we've typically seen out of him. Obviously, still a map that you're learning a lot on, but hasn't really had a whole lot of success in the power positions. He's going to get shut down by Solo, and I mean, you look across the board at a Seminole, and even contributions right now, it's a little bit lopsided as Jesus can save you. Typically in an SMG role, and he's been forced to use that LK because of the long lanes on Apocalypse. Not feeling very comfortable right now, sitting on 5 and 15. Typically expect him to be one of the more consistent players on this roster. And right now, he is in a rough spot. Solo going to be forced to chow Kings, but that's not a heady that you want to go against with a UL 736. He's going to get pushed up anyway. And I mean, Kings, I don't know how Solo. You have got to win that gunfight. And just like that, another opportunity for Galaxy to get back into it.
Yeah, Jez, though, he's going to continue to bark up this backside. Trying to get through the alley, can't make it happen. Solo and Sim now on the backs of trying to get the break here for the new rotation. They still have a little bit of a lead, so they can cushion off that and bake on a break. They had a little bit of a fortunate flip earlier on. I don't think the same mistakes are going to be made. You can see Jesus. He's opted to drop the LK. He's got the claw out as well. He's got a CBR as a primary, and he's looking to go big here. He's already picked up a few more kills since making a swap and already doubling his contribution for the team. He's got some hill time to go along with it. Not a soul in sight here for this break. Seminole trying to break through the alley, trying to get the spawns to flip. Kings chopping them down with the rotation through Temple as well. This is about as good as map control as you're going to get.
And Pepe's going to have a pred to shut down some of those rotations. And once again, that tiny little window just gives you so much cover and so many lines of sight. It's going to be Pepe now onto an EMP system. And what was, a 50-point lead has completely evaporated for Seminole. They have no map control, and one of these crucial money hills paying off big time for Galaxy. It looks like they're going to be able to find a full 60, and what was a massive negative deficit has now turned into a 30-point positive.
Yeah, you look at it, too. If you would have seen that same kind of progression into the first set of hills, maybe this one's not even close by a mile. We could see this one already be closing to end, but the adaptations, though, were absolutely necessary. EMP is going to come out into play. Simplicity and Gang are absolutely giving it to him at the moment. They're going to take a little bit of a lead. They're going to get the break. Pepe going big there with the Sparrow. Needs to check his left. His teammates got it. That is the lockdown. Oh! Gets sucked into the black hole. Where were the trophies? I thought he just threw one down. Doesn't matter. The break's going to come back through. Seminole gonna be back for the retake, even though Kings is going crazy with the Annihilator.
We don't usually think of him as a movement player, but he was moving and grooving with that Annihilator in hand. Shotzzy, Size, trying to do everything he can on the inside of the hardpoint, and looking like it may be very well close to back-to-back 60s. Space, once again, not typically an OBJ Slayer for the squad. Your main AR is typically holding the longer angles, but the rest of his squad just not able to make their way into the hardpoint, so he's going to be forced into that role. And once again, doing everything that he can is going to get shut down by Jesus, who has made that switch from the AR back to an SMG, and even though it may not be the weapon that you would like given the map, much more comfortable right now, and it is paid off big time for them.
It is paid off big time now. We're going to see the big time payout here for the boys over at Seminole. Bobby, what do you think? Let's go ahead and jump into it. Listen in with Seminole. Let's see if they can hold this P4 rotation down and locked.
All right.
Yes, ones though.
Looking point.
What's the HUD?
Where are they? Push up, kill him.
All broken, I think.
Inside, both rock, one more on you, Jez.
I rock, nice.
Nice. Broken low, nice. Playtime. I spawned dark,
Window.
Push through, flip.
No, I'm flash hut.
I'm weak. Spike Preds.
Oh.
Back hut, got me. Careful, hut.
Two broken.
Pick up the time.
Scrub. That's our winning
Hey,
scrub.
bridge now, bridge early.
There's two broken. I went cliff.
I don't see anything, bridge.
Hardpoint locked.
Kill one off hold. He's
Well, definitely a really big hold for Seminole right there. The big question is, can they maintain? And right now, not in good power positions coming off the start of this one. Galaxy has early control of those spawns. Shotzzy with a couple crucial kills on the backside. He's going to be able to nearly shut down all of them, but Solo, Bolu, just too much firepower. They flood through, and if they can lock in these spawns, could set them up big for P2, but you got to make sure you're locking in that hard point time as well, and they're doing exactly that. Wiped off for now, but no big chunks going in off the start for either team.
Yeah, there it goes. Seminole doing everything they need to right now. They don't really need to get onto the hill per se. They got the spawns locked down. do what you can onto the objective, but more importantly, maintain those P2 sites. So far, so good for them. They're keeping the damage to a minimal. Right now, they're going to have to afford to give up a little bit of time on the backs of making the break. But Bolu, what is this rap? This is criminal. He's gone through the coop. He's still alive for the time being. Spawns are still going to be locked down. You can see it. Temple is going to be controlled by Blur. And that one might have been a smooth criminal style if he was gotten taken down. Those spawns got flipped. Would have had to look at that. Didn't happen. And now it is the setup. Is it going to pay off? We've got a full 60 ahead of us. Seminole just need to find this time in the opener and keep the side of Galaxy out of it.
I don't know how, Ralph. He didn't win one. He won two. They might be able to flip the spawns off this. They do exactly that. And that was a god tier play out of Ralph. He had no business right there, but 1 HP comes out on top in the first one, makes the second one happen, but Solo Purifier in hand. He is cooking them barbecue chicken all the way through point 2 right here. And they're going to be able to keep things locked in. The big question, do they maintain spawns? Yes, they do. Bolu's going to head back and block. And it looks like, despite a little bit of a shaky play, they should be able to get the full 60 and put themselves in position to win on P3.
Yeah, but they're investing a lot of operators, Bobby. Look at this. Nothing being held on for this P3 rotation. Some streaks going to be earned. A claw for Bolu. Pockets are rich on the left-hand side. 2 in the feed for Jez's Pred. And that might be the devastation. The connect might be happening. The spawns are being red. Jez is in prime form tonight. Blur getting involved as well. It's a battle for stilts, this one. Only 12 seconds needed for Seminole to make the comeback.
Somebody just ran past Kings and got absolutely obliterated. I'm not sure what happened there, but it is going to be Galaxy on the inside of the hardpoint. They, however, have been saving their operators. 3 already popped and 2 still readily available to be used. Jesus can save you. Not really his game, but he's going to be able to find one crucial one right there. Pepe's still got the Sparrow in hand. He's going to hop in the hardpoint, and they can win it on this one if they get the money hold. Bolu, the only player in position to push that backside, and right now he has a tall task with a lot of Galaxy players as he gets shut down. Pepe still locking in the hardpoint time. Galaxy might be able to make it happen here.
Yo, they got to send everything. The whole kitchen, the whole house, everything's got to go. We've got to get onto this objective. It is a fire cell. Bolu trying to get to the front. He's going to be denied. Nobody there for Seminole. It's a 250 to 241. A lockdown. They do not give up. They focus on the prize. Bobby, Seminole down on the backs of a massive comeback, but they cannot get the job done. Let's see what they can do.
Whew, man, that's going to be a tough one to follow up right there, but we'll see if we can do it. It is going to be, interestingly enough, a B push off the start right here for Seminole, as Blur's going to go ahead and get the bomb planted. This is not a play that we see very often, at least from what I've seen in the Tunisia play, so we'll see if they can lock things down. Solo is going to get first blooded, but Jez takes down Raph. Blur taken out of the equation. Sniper's not really going to be allowed to have a big impact as Bolu takes down Jesus, but King's able to sneak on through into a 2v2, but space is going to drop it now all down to Jez. I don't think he's going to be able to get to the bomb in time. Not in position right here, and Kings should be able to lock things down. No, the double kill! Epic Kings! What are you doing?
I mean, if we're going to waste that much time, at least hop the bomb. They both laid down.
They were both staring at the middle lane, too.
Oh, my God. I guess the last call-out, Shotzi took that engagement in the middle of the map. And Jez literally being the game changer in that one. Wins the gunfight 2 times over. Once, I can't remember. And then Shotzi gets dropped as he chowed. And then the full wrap, they never saw it coming. B-side hit coming through, first blood coming through as well. Even though they don't have the player advantage, they're going to go ahead and stick the plant. So, play on the back burners of a retake here, 5v4 style. Bolu's got the corridor locked down. The connector trades are being made. Shotzi going to be left standing as well as Pepe. They are all hitting this site. Jez is down as well. No, Jez is still alive. Let's see what he can do here.
Jez is alive. Anything's possible. They're trying to push him right now. You hear one off the bomb, and that time it's not going to happen. Raph's going to knife the body right there. And, I mean, you're happy to take the round, but Galaxy, there is zero reason that it shouldn't be a 2-0 lead right now.
Man, we'll have to revisit that one. If it does come down to one round separating this one from, you know, potential greatness, we're going to have to put this one in question, Simplicity. Okay, 3 rounds in a row. We're going to buckle up, strap up for a B-side hit. Pepe, he's got the intel. He's got the corridor locked down. Yet again, trying to take down Solo. This time, not so well, my friend. Bomb's going to be made all the way over. Blur trying to stick this one. He is going to lay it. And now it's going to be a clean 5v5. No map control here for the side of Galaxy. I am in question. Where are the snipers? Where are the ARs? There they are. Kings and Pepe opening up with 2 of their on. Jez, you're just a freaking nature, bro.
Let's go.
All right, switched away from Jesus at the worst time possible. Finally hits a shot. Solo on the top side. Going to get spotted out. He's in a 1v2 right here. Pepe, you probably don't want to peek that. Not a whole lot of HP to work with. He's going to peek it anyway. It's going to be Raph cleaning things up. I'm curious if we continue to see this B push, as Seminole has not looked strong in the retake at all, and the only reason they've been able to find a round so far is off that god tier double kill out of Jez. Gotta think they probably gonna start throwing some looks over toward the A site.
Let's see what they do here. It just hasn't been the worst setup, Bob. It just hasn't been the best. They've had map control for days, just haven't been winning the gunnies. And well, hey, you know, sometimes it'd be like that. Right now, the only player here on the B site is Pepe yet again. Solo gonna be able to clear the path. Bomb gonna get laid down yet again so quick. Let's see how they change. Let's see what kind of details are changed in this one now. There's 45 seconds left to go on the clock. It is another clean 5v5.
Ooh, and Jesus gets the information right there. Saw Blur make his way into the corner. Probably going to send the SMG to clear that out. You have one on the top side to deal with in Solo, and the quickscope doesn't connect, and this is exactly what Seminole wanted. Everything going wrong at the worst time possible for Galaxy, and now left into a 2v5 with no information. I mean, you know somebody's on the inside of the bomb site, but it's all Raph in a 1v4 right here. Oh my gosh. Put space into the dumpster right there. But no time to clutch the rest of the round and get some audio cues, but not enough time to make anything happen. It should be Seminole evening things up right here. And once again, sticking with what they know best, if they're going to give up the free B plant, finally feeling a little bit more confident on the retakes.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't so much like a bad setup. It just wasn't executed properly. It's kind of hard when, you know, you're having a slow start in some of the kill departments. Bolo not really contributing much through 4. Space not even on the board yet, and Solo going to be first blood Greek yet again. Ralph holding down the fort over here at A as well with Shotzi. They are waiting for the players to make their rotation through here. This is what they've been playing for the entire game. They know how big this A map control is. Bolo gonna be there for the trade, and Shotzi, oh not Shotzi, Shotzi does get taken down. Bolo gonna be taken out as well. My God, Pepe, what are you doing, my friend? This rap, how?
He is speed. My gosh, I don't know how he did that in time, but now all down to Jez. It's been the Jez and Blur show so far. They combined for 11 through these first 5 rounds. On the flip side, Pepe doing everything he can to shut down the Seminole pushes. But, you know, the bomb's down. If you are Galaxy and you got those 3 players holding hands, should be able to make a concerted push once they get that information through. And they are not peeking anything. All on to Jez to try to make the play right here. And he's playing the waiting game. He sees Raph. I don't know if that's a gunfight you want to be taking with the Switchblade. So he slides on through, picks up the bomb. He knows he's already given away the information. And it looks like probably going to be an easy kill right here for Pepe.
Yeah, I mean, he had every angle covered on the receiving end. So it wasn't much he could have done. Maybe hopped in the window and maybe scoot boogie over to B, but yeah, that's why we don't go A. You know, it's one of those ones where if you're stacking hard on the A side, you can't bank on 50-50 shots. You just test your luck over here at B. It hasn't been bad, hasn't been terrible. Right now, there are more than one players here. Kings he's got an AR and at a range. He is certainly shutting down players. Jez, there's no way you get gunned by Jez that distance, Kings. Yikes, that was tough to watch. Jez, jiggle peek at the sides. Bomb's going to go down here over the B site. 2, make it 3, dropped almost instantly. And now the 2v4 here for the retake. Not looking like good odds here, Bobby.
Nope, not looking good at all. Raph does not even bother to check that side. Oh my gosh, Pepe gunned out of the sky. 6 rounds in, Jez already sitting on 10 kills. So we're going to go ahead and flip sides, and Seminole's going to try their luck on the defense here. I feel like both players that are sticking with their UL, Space and Kings, these are two phenomenal players that right now just seem to be lacking the adaptability they need for this map specifically. LMGs, phenomenal in respawns, but so many specific downsides that don't really give you the advantage that you need whenever it comes to the search and destroy. We do finally see Space making the switch to the sniper. He's sitting on a goose egg right now, trying to find a way to contribute. There's a lot of gunfights happening over here at B, but he's not going to be able to connect with the sniper in hand either. And right now, into a rough spot. It is only 2 players remaining, and now all down to Shotzzy. He's in the bush, and Space has no idea. Oh my God, Space doesn't even check!
Oh, man. Oh, there's no sight of him. Blur. Hello. Go ahead and let him run all the way up. Let's see what kind of crazy chaos we can cause here. They've all made their way through the threshold. Bomb's going to be opted to be not picked up because they know exactly where it's at. Here comes the hit. Good for one. Jez not being fooled by this play. Well alert. And Shotzzy, we'll take a page out of that book, man. Stick to the bush if you are being surrounded.
These guys must not have played rank very much, because I've died to that guy in the bush at least 20 times in ranked on Tunisia, so that would have been the first place that I checked, but looks like we're going to head back on over toward the B site. Seminole still looking to get that first kill out of Space, and a very uncharacteristic miss with that first sniper shot. Looked to be pretty easily lined up. They're going to find first blood once again. King's going to drop, and once again, yeah, you've got some advantage when it comes to the respawns with the LMG in hand, but you got to be able to throw some different looks to give your team an advantage. Neither of those players able to do that so far, but it is Seminole capitalizing off of it more than Galaxy has.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this commitment. I get it, like, you want to call the B hit, but if you're funneling right into bullets, you got to start to book it the other way. You got to start to cover your trail. Maybe have someone back on this spawn site. Oh, K Pepe. He's on it tonight, Bobby. I got to say, 11 kills on board for the man. He's been crazy cracked. Jez might get caught out here on the awkward timing. Going to eat some bullets. There goes the nade shot. Oh, baby Jez. Gets him one. Only needs to put in one shot. It certainly does get the job done. Jesus, not hitting the first shot. Needs to be flawless. Anything but. 3-5 lead. It's not over yet. Now drastically in hands of the boys and girls over at Seminole. They have looked pretty dominant on the flip.
Yeah, and I mean, this is effectively in a 4v5 that they're performing like this as well. Space has not had any luck so far, sitting on 0-6, and not the bomb planter either. Like, he just hasn't been able to find those kills, and Jez has been so dominant that it hasn't really mattered so far. So the fact that he's able to have this level of dominance while playing multiple time zones away in Hawaii is just absolutely ridiculous. But King's going to make the switch away from the UL, pops the kilo, and he's going to be able to find first blood, and maybe an opportunity for him to get Galaxy back into this one as Jez continues his dominance. Another kill to move up to 15 through those first 9 rounds.
Yep. Now we've got trades coming through, 2-for-2 style. When Jez is alive, it is not a good time being had by the side of Galaxy. So got to find a way to take him out right now. Reed is for the direction of this A site. This is, again, exactly what we saw on the B hit. Oh, Jez. Okay, Kings. I thought you were about to put to bed there. You do get traded out, though, and that's very unfortunate. I thought Jez was actually going to turn on him. Nonetheless, bomb's down, and it is in no man's land. Shotzzy, the last hope. Do they know the bomb's there? They've got to know, right?
I'm not sure that they do, because Space hit a quick scope with the Locust and then immediately dipped out. He may very well not have seen that, and he is going to make the push back toward A, but not in time to spot Shotzzy on the pickup right here. He could have a crazy flank play, depending on how Seminole play this, but looks like they're going to make the push back toward A, but should result in a free plant over on B for Shotzzy. Oh, but Solo's there to contest, and this might be terrible timing. It is.
Yep, 10 seconds on the clock. Is he going to commit? It does look like he is. The setup is going to be coming through. No, he didn't commit. Why are we wasting this time? Shotzzy. Yeah, that was a bad disaster right there, my guy. I know in crunch time you can panic under pressure, but that bomb head glitch could have played a little bit better. The timing could not have been worse for you, and they swarm on you ASAP. So we're going to see Matt Point here. We might be tied up after this one. We flip sides, and it has been lights out Seminole, putting them into headlock.
And who else? Jez, finding a couple more kills. No, not kills right there. His teammates picking him up into the 3v3. We're starting to move quick right now. Space going to find one, but he gets straight out. Now all down to Bolu. The 1v3, Seminole with an opportunity to close this one down, but it's not looking great right now. Challenging the UL, or rather the Kilo at long range. Kings has definitely started to heat up right here. That weapon change playing a big role for him. And despite the struggles for Raph and Jesus, right now, they're still in this one. And I mean, you got to give so much of this lead to Jez right now. The question is, can he continue to dominate as much as he has? Go ahead, wrap back toward A. Yet to see a first blood, but Jesus finally starting to pick things up. And once again, phenomenal start for Galaxity.
Yep, they do a great job of clearing out Blur, who has been a menace in this mid game. So bottom side lockdown for Solo. He is just waiting for somebody to drop down in his lap. Okay, we're just gonna flash ourselves right there. It's very unfortunate. Bolo though able to shut down one, and even if someone does drop down, you've got multiples in a point of position now. It is over with Bobby. A 1v4. Jesus only has 4 kills to his name so far. That bomb is already being circulated. And Jez, he says, give me my 17th kill. We are tied up after the 7-4 victory. Seminole striking back quickly here to Surge.
Dominant performance out of Jez. And once again, we even things up, and that's exactly where we want to be. Guaranteed that we're not seeing a sweep, which I am very thankful for.
Hey, my game actually crashed.
All right, I'm going to be casting for the iPad.
It's all good right now. It's a lot of pressure being added to the middle of the map. No kind of map control, though, there for Seminole. They're starting off in a little bit of a slump. No time on the objective either. Minute left to go on the clock. Everything has been kind of, kept to a minimum as far as damage goes.
Yep, Pepe is going to be able to clean up another one over there on the B side. And right now, Seminole not looking strong off the start. Pepe looking to set up the spawn trap, and even amid the concussion, able to get the kill right there. Blur is going to be able to shut him down. One of those ARs that's going to be big for Seminole, and that is not the start that you're looking for out of space. LMG in hand, has not been able to find a kill so far. Fortunately enough for them, only down 5 kills right now, but Kings, as expected, has been running the map. And man, he has been tough to take down, sitting on 7-2.
Yeah, I was about to say, this is one of the keys to victories. Lack of AR presence. This AR needs to go absolutely crazy. The UL may not be an AR technically, but with the build that this guy has, it is absolutely shredding. Right now, 2 ticks of progress coming through. 5 life advantage for the defending site. Looking to shut down this A hit. Shotzi going to be sitting the front line. Jesus through the back door there, just getting the spawn trap activated. And he has just been a pest. Finally, he's going to be dealt with. King still holding down the fort over at A. He's going to take down Solo, or Space rather, Solo though. He's going to be able to do the deed and extend this one out for another minute.
And right now, Jez is on that objective. If you are Galaxy, you got to get some utility over there. Just giving away ticks of progression for free. Solo says, I'm going to push across. I do not care. And wins a ballsy gunfight. Right now, only 5 lives remaining. But Space going to find a crucial kill right there despite the slow start. And as expected, working those headies. And right now, there's no sign of contest. Right now, Pepe, the only player that can find a way to close this one out, and he is not going to be remotely close enough to get a kill onto that B zone. It is going to be Seminole getting the round win off the back of a big round for Blur.
Oh, yeah. This is what we were talking about, too. Those AR presence coming through. Space may not be having the best day. May not have had the best search and destroy. It is leaping over here towards this control. And Blur just, he is doing everything he can to win. There goes the grab vortex. Pops it good for the first. Almost gets the second there with it, too. And here comes the Pratty. He's sitting on a 7 spree with the gunny, and I'm sure he's got plenty more to go without it. There goes another one as the last-ditch effort comes through. The push going to come in. Shotzi going to be able to finally end his reign of terror. The map control, though. Map control not coming through at all. They've got to deal with the pressure on a Bolo. He's on the backside of the spawn. and they can't even make it out, Bobby.
That was a rough spot. Bolu is finally going to get shut down. Galaxy makes their way out, but a very large life deficit forming right here. Jesus starting to heat up. We said he was going to be one of the X factors for them, but obviously the SMG is not going to be quite as impactful on a map as big as Crossroads Strike, and my gosh, Blur is him right now. I mean, for another 4 spree, he was on, what, a 7 or 8 spree earlier as well. And showing just why your ARs are so crucial on a map like Crossroads Strike. Jez gonna pop the Annihilator as well. He spots out Raph and looking to set up the spawn trap right here. Space is starting to pick things up. He's got a Sparrow in hand. Now sitting on 9 kills, coming off a 2-kill round number 1. And this thing's getting out of hand pretty quickly for Galaxy.
Oh, this is brutal, man. Oh man, there are certainly some under 18-year-olds watching this one. It's gotten provocative early on. That one, 20 lives still remaining, getting tossed into the gutter. Galaxy getting brutalized here. Not a good way to start there on their attacking run. They've got to win at least one, and they've got to win this defending round too. It is not looking pretty for them. Opening up there, Pepe going to try to ease the wounds here. He's got a Sparrow. He's trying to shut down the pressure over towards this A site. Predator missiles out in abundance. Space going to be good for one. Jez shutting down the Sparrow before it ever gets out of hand. Jez, though, going to be traded out in return. Back and forth we've gone, Bobby. A little bit of time being collected there on the B side, but, I mean, something's got to give here for Galaxy.
Yeah, and this is where you start to see the experience play a little bit more of a role. When you get into those rough spots, how do you respond? And right now, all we're seeing from Galaxy is panic. They constantly make these pushes where they're putting themselves at a disadvantage, and Seminole content to just sit back. You let your ARs reign supreme, and anytime you need the SMGs to come through, they do exactly that. And Blur has been, for the most part, untouchable here on Crossroads Strike and continues to do it on another 4 spree. We've seen him do this 3 times already. He is sitting on 24-6, a 4 KD for the map, and he is absolutely running it.
Man, he's doing this with an LK that has a red dot on it too, chat. You got those pay-to-win iron sights. Imagine what is possible, right? I mean, we had a Battle Pass skin that was actually pretty decent there too, but he's rocking the championship purple. Gonna go ahead and seal the deal on B. Only 1 sec of progress needed. He's got the claw out for Bolu. We got Blur with devastation raiding in. This one, not even relatively close, Bobby.
Nope. And, I mean, we watched the Hardpoint. That was a banger of a Hardpoint, but it seems like there's a lot of gas used there for Galaxy.
Oh my God, bro. We are...
I guess Shotzi was not proud of the performance because he left before the scoreboard, and he's been working for it. He's been grinding for it, and right now trying to make his way to the Mobile Mayhem Championships. Jesus can save you. Gonna find first blood onto him. Bowler's gonna drop to Jesus as well, and definitely a little bit more of the start that Galaxy's looking for out of Jesus. Not gonna be enough to lock in that early hardpoint time, but shuts down Solo as well, and spots one more player on the backside as he shuts down Jez and puts his teammates in position to lock in some of this early hardpoint time.
Yeah. PowerPoint's being absolutely abused as well. Shotzi's opted to pick up the championship purple with the camo on it. Finally, he gets gunned down from a distance. Blur gonna be able to take him down. Space gonna be able to find 2 in the feed, and right back onto the objective they go. So far so good. We're split decision with 15 seconds left to go. It's the rotation over the new is the primary focus, as well as getting these players off the objective. If anything, you don't want to have them running away with like a 30 to 15, 35 to 15 scoreline rolling into that objective. Is staircase can be oftentimes not fruitful for anybody.
Yep. This is going to be a chaotic one right now. If you're Galaxy trying not to get put into the spawn trap, they are spawning on that close side, so reinforcements are going to be there. If they can maintain this top side, G's going to get pushed up into position, but Nade going to connect. Jesus going to be able to, or rather, Jez going to be able to capitalize to take him down, but it is Galaxy on the inside of the hard point. Jesus able to get streaks for that Hunter Killer. We'll see if it connects right here. Bolu working that head. He just barely guns Pepe right there, but pretty even off the start right here for these two teams.
Jesus there for the contest. Everything is even for the time being. And again, nobody really getting too much off of this objective. It's more so less keeping the opponents off of it, as well as getting that map control for the setup over towards New. So, with that being said, it is going to be a little bit of a recoup. Jesus there for the gunfight. Oh my God, there's no way he takes you down like that, Bolo. You had the stairs heady as well. He had a jump shot that was nastier than Jordan as well. So, oh, Jesus coming out in game number 4, absolutely shredding right now.
Well, when he sees Bolu through the trees, but Bolu's going to get the better of that gunfight. Fortunately for him, spawns have already popped right here. Blur looking to cut off rotations. He spots out Kings, spots out Raph as well. Raph, slow start off this one. He was making some crucial plays for Galaxy on map number 1. They need him to get going. Pepe is going to get spotted out either, and Blur is so sneaky with these angles right now. Knows those spawns to a T, is going to get spotted out by Kings. But Seminole going to make their way into the lead, and Bolu's going to go ahead, pop the claw, see how long he can keep things cleared. And there's heavy investment, but Space's claw is going to go to waste. Blur's gravity vortex is gone, and so is Bolu's claw. And if you're Galaxy, even if you can't get a whole lot of time off of it, you're happy with how much you force Seminole to use, and they're going to get the rest of the scrap time anyway on top of those early rotations.
Yeah, they are indeed now. Both teams both using 3 operators in that rotation indeed. The lockdown now is the lead going to be solidified, almost 16 points to be exact. Teams there for the contest. The setup might get butchered. I don't know how 3 fall almost instantly. And just like that, that early rotation going to go spoiled. And Seminole going to be able to take the primary vacancy there onto the objective. So, with that being said, Jesus now popping the claw. They're looking to go big as well. 2 more invested on the right-hand side. Jez with the Annihilator. I don't know what quite Solo got with his, but Jez is popping. He's got 3 on the rotation. And Shotzi, only one able to make it through. He is only going to be making it through for a little bit of a contest time.
And unfortunately, the claw in the hands of Jesus found almost 0 value, spotted out the Purifier, but they were already dead and couldn't take out a single one of those other players. Doesn't matter. They're going to be able to break back in anyway. And this one really looking like a toss-up, but fortunately for Galaxy, they get the better of the gunfights. Bolu on the backside looking to contest right here, but might be better to just go ahead and chalk it. There is a lot of reinforcement power here for Galaxy. That's going to be another free kill, and you don't want to feed any streaks or operators if you don't have to. Jez has a 100 killer to work with, and he's going to play in the flex, opt to hop on over to the UL 736, seeing if he can cut off this red side rotation. And nobody in the hard point to get things started right here, but looks like they're going to be able to make their way to high ground right now. Big opportunity for Raph to take out some of these cheeky Seminole players, and Blur is going to have no idea, but he wins the gunfight anyway.
Oh my God. Blur. I didn't know you were that nasty, bro. I respect your game. You went 26 and what, 7 in that control right now. You're peaking into form as well. It's a mastercraft session out of you. Oh my. The streak finally is, but he's got 19, Bobby. Man is absolutely cooking, have his way. The hill time, though, it's going to be collected in blue. And they are going to be able to happily capitalize on some of this objective time as they desperately need it. 15 seconds left to go. This game 4 deciding if we get to that game 5, it's got to be a simplicity win. If they are to take it, we will see the search and destroy. So 8 seconds left to go here on this objective. It looks like we're going to be at a dead even tie yet again, rolling into the P2 rotations.
Yep, and Kings is not going to know. Bolu's still waiting there on the outside of the hard point. Big gunfight win. It's going to be early rotations for Galaxy. Bolu's got a lot of players he's got to push through, but able to take down the first right there. Space has a Sparrow in play. I don't think he meant to hop off right there. Would have been nice to be able to make the push in directly through, but does manage to take down Pepe and might be able to get some shots through the doorway, the window right there. Nothing connects, but it is going to be Seminole still in control of hardpoint. And this one constantly back and forth. Solo rocking the AK-117, not the gun I expected to see in Mobile Mayhem losers semifinals, but fortunately for him, Jez is there to reinforce it with the UL in hand. He's not going to be easy to take down. Galaxy back on the inside, and it is non-stop lead changes in this one.
Yeah, I mean, God, it feels like we're playing soccer right now. I've been back and forth so much. I don't know who's going to stop the next goal. It's going to be back and forth yet again. Jesus up top. Oh, baby. Look at them shots. He's going to get a half, though, as King's going to get the credit for the full. He's got 2 on the board. Looking for 2 more. There's the rotation is going to be made. Bobby, what are we thinking? Listen-ins, team making the early rotation. Jez popping the Annihilator. Let's go ahead and jump in with Seminole. See how those comms are selling.
All right.
Mid.
Man down, man down. One more man, help me. One down.
P1 dead, P1 dead. Nice. Just reinforce.
Throwing a flash, man. I'm peeking.
No fucking way, bro.
Man, 2 main, Sparrow.
Yeah.
3 main. One
Yeah,
with Sparrow.
one more in the back. Just one as well.
I'm popping my period. Give me a second. I cook. I can't see. I'm dead. Maybe. Yeah, I died.
Dead.
That's one open. They're in middle. Fucking our spawn's
Smoke,
open now.
One shot bottom right smoke. In this one. P1
Yeah,
was
one side. Behind you.
They got secret. And he's secret.
Any dead.
Nice.
Man.
Alright, yo. At the top.
Rotate, look at the
Yeah,
time.
I'm going in
rotate.
the blue. They're gonna be hard rotating. Careful P2, rotate, Blair.
Go new.
You know
In
the
the
back
back, one
shit?
shot in the back right.
Yeah.
I have ammo. He's my left corner.
One con.
Here.
P1 coming.
Nice. Watch your weight.
One hold. One shot. One hold.
There's 2 on us.
Nate, watching it for me.
Well, Solo in space absolutely directing the crew right there, and definitely a solid hold as well as solid rotation as they're now in position to try to shut down Jesus. He's got a claw in hand, looking to push on in. I don't think he realizes space is in the corner right here, but he gets the kill anyway, and that's going to be a crucial one to allow them to lock in some of this early hard point time once again.
I mean, even with those big holes on P3, and you heard the comms, the traffic control absolutely locked down, still not a big advantage. As a matter of fact, the lead, it's still in the hands of Galaxity, and they are running away with it here in P4. where
They're
we see a
getting
little bit of a
outslayed
contest.
like crazy. They've got
Oh
multiple
my God,
players
they
at
are.
-10.
Yeah, but hey, it's not about it's all about the objective. It's not about the TDM. Kills don't matter here. You got to be on the objective. In Galaxity, they just happen to play the objective to a T.
Oh, big shots out of Blur right there through the smoke, able to connect. It's going to allow the team to push back in, but with only 13 seconds to be found on this hard point, you got to think Galaxy not too concerned with picking up the rest of the time. Pepe said, you know what, I'll push in anyway. Does pick up that kill in a couple seconds, won't hurt at all. Right now, he's got 2 players on the opposite side, Bolu and Jez. I don't know why you're fighting for the hard point time right here. You have no high point control right now, but might be able to get the read on the spawns. It is going to be big shots onto Kings, but Sai is going to be there for the trades, and nobody on the hard point for either team. Power position is going to be crucial. We see Blur locking down one of them, and he's going to need to get cleared out unless we just decide, you know what, we're just going to smoke off everything. Don't even worry about the power position. Shotzzy, it does get the information right there, but Blur is going to be an absolute pest until they get him cleared out from this top side.
Yeah, and if anything, now you just got to look at the rotation as well as try to just even contest. You don't necessarily have to take the player out. If you're Galaxity, your goal is to waste as much time as possible, not allowing these teams to get all of that free hardpoint time. Right now, their job's not being done to a T. Ralph finally going to be able to hop the hill himself. And they may not have the power positions, but, you know, you don't have to run circles around them in order to keep this lead. They're going to be able to maintain it. Rotation over to P2. Bobby, we haven't heard since that first series from Galaxity. Let's go ahead and jump on down there to see how the morale is now with a 20-point advantage.
All right.
I'm watching back ticket.
One on ticket in stadium.
Got needed.
One back,
Ticket.
Take a window. Push up the stairs now.
Better one for y'all.
One on back
Got
city,
blue on the
back
flank,
city.
blue on the- yeah, I got him.
I'll stay to you.
Watch your window.
Kings, let me know if you need help. Come.
One down yellow.
There's two mid stairs.
No, bro, how the
Yeah,
fuck
we
you
got it, we got it, we got it.
Get him up.
ATM.
Ticket.
One traveler, it's fine.
One shot in the hill. One shot. Push him. He's one shot.
Good, 14 seconds. 14
No,
seconds. Look at the
vortex.
time, man. Look at the time.
Yeah,
Look
go now.
at the time.
Got one titties. Nice.
You got me up. Ticket to you. Ticket to me.
I'm watch over you.
Take it in.
What else do we have? What else?
I mean, Kings just silently slaying the entire team. That was one of the cleanest Annihilator feeds that you will see. And despite all the kills coming through for Seminole right here, it is still going to be Galaxy rotated out early, but they get completely wiped off. And now Space Sparrow in hand has an opportunity to take out even more. Heavily contested. Smokes everywhere on the inside of the hard point. Sparrow doesn't connect. It looks like it's going to be Galaxy for right now, but Jesus with the claw is going to get shut down. There's nobody here. It's all down to Raph. He's got a lot of Seminole players that he's got to take down. Seeing what he can do right here. Space, hip fire, does connect, but not enough for the kill. And Seminole might be able to take the lead off of this one.
And Jesus making a godsend back in Rap. And I don't know if this is going to pay off. He's the only one here. The spawns are going to lock down for this new rotation. We see Pepe right there in it now. Is Jesus still up top? No, he's shut down. He's dealt with. Jez is up there, and he is a pest to problem with. 6 seconds left to go. And oh, they've got a little bit of an advantage, and Jez still continuing to cause mayhem. Finally going to be dealt with, but this connection over the new is going to be made. 3 players in blue already there. Middle of the map being controlled there by Rap, but he doesn't have anything for range. They've got the godsend of spawns. They've got the hill pop. They only need 13, Bobby.
Blur in position to try to take somebody down, but there's too many corners he's got to wrap. You got to push on to the point and see if you can clear something off, but it's all blue in the feed right now. Galaxy an opportunity to extend this to a map 5. Pepe goes big, and that's all that they need. The UL in the hands of Kings. We knew it is going to be crucial, and he goes big with 43 to lead the way for his squad.
Yo, Kings. Yo, mad respect. I think he got 6 out of that annihilation.
I think he did. I don't think he missed a bullet.
The only time we saw it all throughout the regular season. And right now, it wasn't very, very convincing for them. Their defense was lackluster. Their attack, they didn't find one round. So we're going to see the strats come through. It's going to be a hit over towards the A side of things. Shotzi is there in a prime position to find 2 on the cut. He's going to get right back into the train. Jazz going to shut him down, though. Trades are going to be had, 1-for-1 style. Bomb still committed over to the A side. And Pepe takes on 2, doesn't get 1.
Right now, Kings overlooking the bomb, but Jez going to be able to get the plant. Blur, Rytek in hand. Not the weapon that I expected to see, but you can make it work. You got to do what you got to do. Is 3-man retake to the 4 players of Seminole right here. And wow, what a shot at a Blur. He's going to be able to drop Jesus all down to Raph. Hit marker, but that should be all the information that you need. A little dig to the head right there. And as expected, the #1 search and destroy team in North America off to a hot start.
Very, very dominant display of performance here in Search and Destroy. They are the #1 Search and Destroy team for a reason. And it doesn't matter what map we see them on. Right now, they're going to buckle up for the same strats. It is over to the control room in the top side of A. Cheeky little jump up there from Blur. I didn't even know you could do that here. As he's found his way up to the top. A little bit of a sneaky jump up, but it doesn't matter. Where did he get hit from? Shotzi absolutely cutting him in half there. Rotation still being committed over towards his A site. They lose 2. Can they find a second there? Space takes down 1. Minute 30 going on the clock. There it is. Solo going to be able to tag one up there as the bomb has made its way over to the prime spot. Let's see if they can put this puppy down.
You got Shotzi on the opposite side of the train. Jesus pushed way back, trying to hold the long angles. Now, there's a lot of cheeky spots that you can try to thread the needle and see if you can find an opening snipe. Bolu should be able to get the plant here. Not sure if they've got a bomb down, but Jesus not going to opt to make the play. And he does not catch Bolu on the rotation through the smoke right there. So now extra pressure on. Does spot out Space, but not going to be able to connect onto the shot. And now going to be forced back and hoping that Raph can maybe find an angle right here. But that slide should give away the information. Hip fire's too clean. He's a movement god for a reason. And now into the 2v2, making things a little bit more manageable. He hops up right there. And that should allow Jesus to get pushed up. Takes down Space. And now it's all down to Bolu. Oh my gosh.
He gets air hold. There it is. Clean retake. Absolutely loving it. And Ralph does it all by himself. Got to commend Jesus for staying alive as well, because he's not alive. Maybe that play doesn't happen because you're looking for 2. Instead, you would have been focusing on 1 and not a bit of focus there as we see the bullet train go in and pass on through. That is not King Kong, chat. That is not Godzilla. That is the train here in Express. This makes it the most unique map in Call of Duty Mobile. I don't think we see anything like that in any of the other maps.
I would agree with that. Definitely no dynamic movement of the obstacles or anything else. It's a strong start once again for Galaxy. Jez is on an island right now, and he is completely
Oh my
surrounded, but
God.
it doesn't matter. Give him an inch, he will take a mile. Nice little double kill, but it's all down to Bolu, the 1v3, and the strong start has not continued through the past couple of rounds for Seminole right here as Bolu now in a rough spot. Kings looking to pick up that first kill. The bomb is down over on the mid side of the B site. And right now, Sai's probably giving away a little bit of information, but Bolu's got to go absolutely huge, and you got to think it would have been nice to maybe find that early kill. Is going to be able to take down Kings, and does pick up the UL. Will he be able to spot out Sais? He does not, and once again, no clue where Pepe is.
It's a cheeky spot. He's in the lift. Pepe might get caught in the transition here. Bolu going to play for some intel. Hello. 1v3 up for grabs. The one man you want alive is him. That's right. Bolu. Boris. Let me tell you, you're nasty. Good little shot. Did he catch Pepe?
He definitely saw him.
I think he
Pepe
did.
saw
He
him.
definitely does. Oh, God. Oh, Pepe, turn around. You got to shoot, buddy. There's no way. He just gave it away for free.
I can't believe he tried to run that. Like, you had nowhere to go. Hey, you're not escaping that anytime soon. And here comes the train once again. Oh, that is absolutely tragic for Galaxy, getting 1v3'd by the man himself. Two-time world champion Bolu goes big for his squad to maintain the lead right there. But Kings, little nade lobbed over top. Kobe onto solo, and once again, it's Galaxy with the man advantage. Kings on the top side, going to be able to get back, play for the cover right here. Do have Blur down below, but it looks like Kings has the read, and he's going to be able to take him down as well to once again extend the man advantage out. Big question is, can they capitalize on it? And Bolu gets dropped off the start right there. That's one player you're happy to have out of the equation.
Oh, no doubt about it. That was a nasty little 1v3. We'll look at that one later on as well. Clutches for clutches on days. Space, though, still alive and kicking. He's got one on board. Oh, my God. Pepe there to get the trade. And you got the player advantage. Can you keep it, though, Jez? Now in a 1v3. The returning champion himself. Let's see what he can do. He had one champion clutch up a 1v3. Now it's Jez's turn. It's only right we see back-to-back rounds come down to some of these players.
All right. Absolutely capable of making the play. Unfortunately for him, he's got no information. Doesn't really seem like Galaxy knows where the bomb is down. Nobody playing close to it right now, or maybe they're just happy to give it up. Nobody waiting up in that top side, so Jed's going to be able to pick it up and take the high ground. We start to see the wrap back toward the A site, but Shotzzy doesn't see him. But, oh, no trigger discipline!
No.
Jez, you can't give away that information for free, and now, with only 16 seconds remaining, his only real hope is that the train takes down 3 Galaxy players at the same time. It doesn't happen right there, and they come flooding on through. No time for him to get the bomb down. The nade connects as well, and Pepe's there to clean it up.
Nice work.
Oh, there we go. Well executed. Don't let that one get out of hand. Jez might have had a little bit better odds if he does not take those shots. Obviously, many spots here in the express map to kind of duck and dive and get away from any kind of stray bullets. Nonetheless, you pull the trigger, you must pay the price. So, back-to-back rounds, 1v3 clutches. That one didn't go so fair. We're buckling up for another A hit. The control is going to come through. Kings is up top, and that stopped the rotation early. Let's see if Blur can change the strategy up. AR Ralph going to be able to opt for one. Jez! Oh my God! Right there. That's such a cheeky little angle. The distraction from the two that wrapped through the control room, or around it rather, allowed Jez to get the hop up and perfectly play for him.
And that's just such a tough spot to play solo, because there's so many different head glitches you can play around that area that if you don't have anybody to help you out, you are just going to get absolutely torn to pieces, and that's what happens to Kings right there. Jez, he's going to go ahead, hop out the train, picks up one, all down to Jesus, and he's only got 1 kill so far. Might be able to spot out Jez right here, but man, timing could not have been any worse. Is going to be able to take down Blur and goes for the hop up right here, but with only 14 seconds remaining, it's just not enough to make the clutch happen. Doesn't get eyes onto Jez, and that should be enough for Seminole to clutch up the round and once again take the lead.
Yep. we had someone in the background in solo playing just crazy little off angle off into the spawns of the opponents as insurance. Nonetheless, not insurance needed here. First 6 rounds in, coming to an end. And it looks like Seminole might be able to take an advantage here if they can close this one out. Their odds on the flip side things might be even better. We'll see how the boys over at Galaxy return now as this is the last round of the defense. You got to make the most of it. A-side hit yet again. And Jesus is in a corner tucked away nice. Kings taking heavy fire. Oh my God, everybody dropping all at once. And Pepe on a long wrap. Jesus needs to play his life away for the cavalry. Or one person.
And he's not going to play up against space right there. Spots out Bolu down below. Or rather, Solo. This would be an ace and effectively a 1v4 were he to make it happen. But everybody on Seminole's got the information, and he's just kind of playing the waiting game right now. I don't know why Blur is in a position where you could possibly get gunned down. So the 1v4 is now down to a 1v3. I don't know that they... Oh my gosh, nearly had the play, but doesn't see Bolu on the head glitch. And maybe if he looks a little bit closer, might have been able to make something happen. But now Seminole only 3 rounds away from shutting this one down and taking the win. We'll see if they feel as confident here on the defensive side, and it is going to be a full send on over to A for Galaxy.
Well, they're going to be met by 3 very, very highly skilled Seminole players. The hits on those shots. He's taking down 1. Blur's gone for Raph. Gotta like those numbers if you are the side of Seminole. They're gonna remain with their advantage. No, Shotzi, he's an elusive little sucker. I don't know how you got away unharmed and up top without being hurt. So Jez space left in a clutch position, 2v4 style. Jez has 9. If he can find at least 2 of these guys in space collapse for the other 2, maybe we'll see something crazy happen. Oh, Jez has already eaten bullets, so the retake already off to a rocky start.
A weird angle for space to try to play. He drops down, but Pepe gets the better of the gunfight. Now all down to Jez. 1v4 is going to be able to spot out Pepe. And it's not hopeless yet by any means, but if Galaxy plays this right at all, they should be able to get the win. But Jesus, with the head glitch advantage, is going to drop anyway. Jez, unfortunately, only 10 seconds to work with. And if you're Galaxy, all you have to do is not challenge. Not enough time for Jez to clutch things up right here. He's not losing any of these gunfights. But unfortunately, he is going to lose the round. Galaxy keeping things close right here as they now sit down only 1 round.
Oh my God, Jez. Looking like it could have been doable there. But like I said earlier, you've got to have a little bit of support there. Space going down early, not a good sign. And didn't take any bodies with him right now. Jez, the man with a plan. He's got 12. He has been absolutely killer here in the search and destroy. He's already in double digits with 12. 2 drop instantly there. Blur going absolutely crazy himself. And this is going to leave the hit very, very wounded. Solo with the hop down. It's all on the Jesus. He gets the turnaround. But again, it's a 1v4 here for the ace. Yeah, that ain't happening.
Yeah, it was it's pretty much dead from the start there for Galaxy. They get picked apart, and obviously huge opener by Blur to make life difficult for them and really disperse any sense of a push. Looks like for the first time they're actually going to full send on over to the B side. Blur's going to throw a flashbang for the information, but I don't think he gets anything off of it right there. I don't know why Shotzi's peeking around that corner. Those are not head glitches you want to go up against. And Rap's going to full send it. Jesus gets a kill out of it, but a little bit of an unnecessary sacrifice. Bolu here to try to clutch in a 1v3 once again. He's done it 1 time already, but isn't going to get the read onto Pepe. Another big kill right there, and Galaxy doing everything they can to make sure this one does not come out of reach. And if I had to guess based on how that one, probably going to throw another look over toward B. Maybe not a full commit for them, but definitely got a lot of value off of that one, catching Seminole off guard.
Yeah, space on an island right here. Oh, however, he has put in shots. Jez for 3. And the recipe for success, you got to take this man down. He's a giant in these waters. The round's over with. B shoulder thrown. Absolute fail, Bobby. Only 1 kill on the board. And I just started talking, man. What's going on? Hey, you can't end here. We're on match point. Seminole, the best team in all of Call of Duty Mobile here in North America for Search and Destroy. it's looking pretty evident.
I mean, Jez is Himothy. Sitting on a 3 KD here in Search and Destroy. Doing everything he can to get his team the win, but he's going to be challenging a bunch of ARs across a very long angle. Fortunately for him, Space and Blur are there to pick up a couple. He's just going to keep on spraying. Space going to drop Bolu solo. Left to try to clutch up. Fortunately for them, they've only got one player left to deal with in size. Bomb is down. Solo gets the necessary information, but he chows the UL. I don't think he realized that he had that in hand. And now an opportunity for size. 10 kills on the board. You got a minute and 15 seconds to work with. You can kind of play time right here, try to get some information. But at some point, you got to make that play for the bomb.
Yeah, you do. Bolu on the trail is since gone cold. Shotzzy nowhere in sight. Look at this wrap. If he can get across this little breezeway without being spotted, he might have a higher odd. Bolu knows what's up for stakes. He's going to go ahead and double back, and he's going to play the top side of this staircase and wait for the hit. Shots are going to do everything he can to cover off this cover. You're going up against a world champion 3 times to be exact. This is certainly got to be a little nerve-wracking. Bomb's going to be collected here? No. He's playing for a little bit more info in this one. I mean, you could cut the tension with a knife right now.
And it looked like Shotzzy was going to get the info, but I think he heard the audio cue. It doesn't matter. Bolu goes big, shuts down Shotzzy, and that's the final kill to seal the deal. On top of the earlier 1v3, he has been the clutch man for them. Obviously, you can't at all understate the importance of Jez. I think there's an argument to be made. Previously, he was a sniper main. But with the Switchblade just tearing up the map, now make their way into the losers finals.